the Schmo with the pro, with the former UFC Flyweight champion, the current one championship Flyweight champion, the future Hall of Famer, the man with the most consecutive UFC title defenses in world history, Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson here in Las Vegas, outside of American Top Team Las Vegas. How we doing?
Doing good, doing good. It's hot, it's beautiful out, and I can't complain.
Hey, you certainly can't, man. It's beautiful Las Vegas. You got your gi on. You're ready for training. You're ready for that championship mindset to prevail.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time at Worlds. It's my first Jiu-Jitsu tournament in a very, very long time, and I can't wait to go out there and test my skill set, right? That's like the biggest thing that I'm searching for is just exposure of different competition in the gi.
Where's Bradley Martyn?
Oh, God. I don't know. Last time I heard, he's trying to fight Aljamain and Merab, so I have no idea what's going on with that. I think Bradley Martyn, that's one of his sticks in the podcast world, is, hey, do you think you'd be in a street fight? Yes, no, blah, blah, blah. I think he had to offer to fight Mac Perry for some good money, so I have no idea.
Weren't you supposed to, cut the vacation short and go to Calabasas and challenge him to that street fight?
I wasn't going to cut the vacation short. I was going to go there after my vacation. But my wife was like, babe, really? Are we really going to entertain this? Like, you have Jiu-Jitsu Worlds coming up. Let's get that done. Then you have, I have to cover for my professor. Got to go open the gym, help Bibiano Fernandez open his gym in Canada. Then after that, we have free time to go out there and do it. So I have prior obligations, more important obligations to attend to instead of just drop down a plane and go grapple some gentleman who doesn't even know if he wants to grapple. So, but yeah, that's how it all went down.
The grind doesn't stop for you, does it?
No, sir, it does not.
Well, you're making headways in the mixed martial arts world right now, talking about mixed martial arts, MMA, being the sport that's the easiest pathway to a world title.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the landscape of mixed martial arts, so when you guys heard me say this, you guys remember who my coach is. My coach is Matt Hume since the day I started. And for example, if you want to be world champion in boxing, I heard Teddy Atlas said that, to be a boxer and be a world champion in boxer, it's very easy. But is that, if you're taking into consideration of how many belts there are available, then yeah, but when you look at the prize jewel of boxing, and I'm not as versed in that world, you look at the belts that, Mayweather held, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, I mean, just the list just goes on, Canelo Alvarez. The biggest one that everybody wants to fight out there is the WBO and the WBA and maybe the WBC. I could be wrong, but you guys can correct me because you guys know more because you guys are internet trolls and internet gods. So, those are the belts they want to achieve, right? So just like in mixed martial arts, you have the UFC, PFL, One Championship, Bellator, and you have Ryzen. Then underneath that, you have FFC, you have LFA. I mean, the list just goes on the other championships. Every single one of those fighters are trying to get one of those pinnacle organizations' world championship, right? So that's what I mean. In boxing or kickboxing or fencing or baseball or basketball, any other sport, you cannot suck at fucking basketball and be a world champion in basketball. You're not gonna see, you're not gonna see, a horrible NBA team win a world championship and have a horrible point guard and a horrible, return. Whatever you want to call it. You have to be good at basketball. You have to be good at baseball. You have to be good at kickboxing or Muay Thai. It just doesn't happen. You can have people who have huge deficiencies in the sport of mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, boxing. You look at Ben Askren. He was a world champion in mixed martial arts, and he doesn't have very, he can't move very good on his feet. But he's a great wrestler. He can take people down and just destroy people that way. So I feel comfortable saying that Ben Askren is a perfect example, saying that he has huge deficiencies on his stand-up, and he became a world champion and defended the belt multiple times. If you want to argue that, I'm more happy to argue, but I feel like I have facts that state that mixed martial arts is the easiest sport to become a world champion and have huge deficiencies in your game.
Point taken. By the way, Ben Askren, man, weren't for you, he wouldn't be in the UFC. And shout out to Matt Hume, mastermind behind this. Hey, that's the big trade, right?
Yeah. That's the big trade that happened. And shout out to Ben Askren and being so gung-ho about making that trade coming out of retirement.
Yeah, well, let's talk about you for a second, man. The last time we did that interview was Colorado, Denver, Colorado, One Championship's debut. you were kind of mixed after the fight, whether you be retiring or carrying on. And what do you think's playing into the decision whether or not we're going to see you return inside the mixed martial arts cage?
You know, right now I'm more focused on grappling. Got Worlds tomorrow. It's a big opportunity, the biggest jiu-jitsu tournament in the world, 10,000 competitors. I'm super excited for the opportunity to go out there and showcase my skill set in a different realm. You know, like I said, you know, in mixed martial arts, there are deficiencies. And for me, this is a huge part of mixed martial arts, which is grappling and the gi. And I wanted to do this even after my fight because, one, my son is doing it. And I always tell people that mixed martial arts is a selfish sport because when I'm getting ready for my fights, I'm away from the family. Right? When I'm training in my gi, I'm with my kids. I'm with my wife. I'm with my daughter, Maverick, all of them. So right now, I'm focused on jiu-jitsu. And then after this tournament, we'll see what happens next.
And shout out to Alex Davis allowing us to be right there, open his doors on the mats for your son, American top team here in Nevada. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, Alex Davis, absolutely amazing person, absolutely amazing manager. You know, just a beautiful soul. You know, I told him I was coming to Las Vegas. He goes, "Hey, brother, my house is your house. Please come here, train here." He's allowed my professor, allowed my team and my son and his teammates to come here to get some work in. And that's a very important thing that I wanted to be able to do. I told my wife, like, this feels like fight week for me. Like, we went to a show the other night. My kids were having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm kind of watching my weight a little bit. And here we are about to train. And then I fight tomorrow. Son fights Saturday. Teammate fights on Friday. So it's a special thing. So I'm very grateful to Alex Davis for allowing me and my people to come here and train.
Friendship's a very important thing in this mixed martial arts community.
Absolutely.
So much so at the top, Aljamain Sterling, Merab Dvalishvili, two guys top of the weight division in the bantamweight division of the UFC, but they will never fight each other, rightfully so. No. How do you feel about that, DJ?
I'm happy about that. I think that shows that friendships and bonds are a lot bigger than winning a world championship. You know, after I spent time, you know, maybe 30 minutes talking to Aljamain Sterling, I can tell in his soul friendship means more to him because money comes and goes, right? World championship, that stuff comes and goes. And, you know, Aljamain Sterling, he had his opportunity to be world champion. He's got 4 consecutive title defenses, I believe. Merab hasn't had the opportunity. And for Aljo to give Merab the opportunity to fight for the belt while Aljo sits back and chills, I think that's great. You know, obviously, there's other people out there who might think that's the wrong mindset. But for me, I applaud Aljo for doing that because even though me and Henry, we have a friendship relationship, I just have no interest in fighting him. I'm like we're friends now. So everybody's waiting for the betrayal arc. And I was like, if anyone's going to betray anybody, it's going to be that fucking guy.
You both got wins over each other, too.
Yeah, we both got wins over each other. But at that time, we didn't have a friendship or relationship. We had a mutual respect of each other as athletes. But as, you know, friends, you know, I have no interest fighting my friends. Like, I'll get more out of sharing knowledge and learning from each other than trying to prove that I'm better than him or he's better than me. And then if he's like, oh, well, we can make so much more money. As GSP said, there's always other ways to make money. It's not always about fighting for the money. It's about having a friendship and, you know, respect for each other. So that's my thing. So, you know, I disagree with some people that say about, you know, Aljo should fight Merab or Merab should fight Aljo. You know, they're going to have a friendship for the rest of their life. So if they don't want to fight, they don't have to fight.
Well, Sugar Sean O'Malley, he's the champion now. He defeated Aljamain Sterling, UFC 292 Boston. He's talking about Chito Vera. Yep. Henry wants the opportunity. Aljamain Sterling wants the rematch. Merab, the #1 contender. Yep. I mean, what do you think should happen? Rightfully so. Who should Sugar Sean O'Malley be fighting next?
I think Sugar Sean O'Malley is in the perfect position to have options, right? So I think at the end of the day, it kind of brings fresh air into the division because, yes, he does have the loss to Chito Vera. So that's an easy matchup, easy storyline that they can do. Merab, he's on a 5 or 6 fight win streak. I think for me, I give more priority to people who are on a win streak. And I
think that win streak's close to 10, actually.
Yeah, so 10. So I think he deserves the shot over, you know, Corey and everybody else. And then Henry, I wouldn't mind seeing him get in there and fighting, you know, another opportunity just to work his way back up to that #1 contendership. But that's the problem nowadays, you know. You see all these guys on Twitter, Instagram, just running their mouth back and forth, calling each other tampons, rapists, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you know, and I know what they're doing. They're trying to get the views and the clickbait and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, if I was a matchmaker, I was like, you guys can talk all the shit you want, but I got to give Merab the opportunity. 10-fight win streak, undefeated in the UFC. I think he actually lost once in the UFC, right? I'm not sure.
No, he did.
I would give him the opportunity to fight for the belt because at the end of the day, these people are going to be around. If they want to try to capture lightning in a bottle, yeah, then do the Chito Vera versus Sugar Sean O'Malley because they do have history there. They can run it back, and then they're both healthy. They can fight in December.
There it is. Like to hear it. He's got his podcast voice ready. You're all ready to go.
Yeah, we got our podcast. Me and Michael Wansover, Mighty Cast. We stream it on YouTube and it's also on Spotify, Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts, whatever you guys want to get it. Come check us out.
Can we get a final message for all the DJ fans out there worldwide?
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys give Schmo. This man just finally got engaged. Congratulations to you, my friend. I hope Helen is having a wonderful day at swimming practice. But boys, make sure you follow your boy on YouTube, Mighty Gaming. We play games there all day. Twitter, Mighty. I think it's Mighty Mouse. And then Instagram, Mighty. And also hit us up on the podcast, Mighty Cast. Appreciate you guys.
Pound for pound, one of the scariest men on the planet. He's the pro. I'm the Schmo. Las Vegas. We're out.